whispers of the dead echo through the annals of history, as necromancy, the arcane art of communicating with the deceased, intrigues and frightens us in equal measure. This unseen art, shrouded in mystery and often misinterpreted, has roots that reach far back into the cradle of civilization. Ancient cultures, such as the Egyptians and Greeks, were the first to dabble in the realm of the dead. Their early practices and rituals were not mere parlor tricks or a means of entertainment. They were profound rites, filled with respect, fear, and an understanding of the delicate balance between life and death. The Egyptians, with their grand pyramids, and the Greeks, with their sacred temples, held necromancy in a place of terrifying reverence. They believed in the power of the dead to guide the living, a belief that has echoed throughout the ages. From the pyramids of Egypt to the temples of Greece, necromancy held a sacred and terrifying place in the ancient world. As time marched on, so did the perception of necromancy. The Middle Ages painted it with a darker brush, intertwining it with witchcraft and demonology. The Middle Ages, a time of religious fervor and fear, witnessed a dramatic shift in the perception of necromancy. The art, once seen as a sacred bridge between life and death, started to be perceived as a tool of the devil himself. The societal view of necromancers took a steep tumble. They were no longer the respected conduits to the afterlife. Instead, they turned into feared figures, dabbling in the forbidden arts. In the heart of this dark era, witch trials swept across Europe and North America. These trials were driven by fear and misunderstanding, with necromancy often being associated with the accused witches. The practice of necromancy was linked to black magic, a stark contrast from its earlier divine connotations. Several figures of the time were accused of necromancy, their names etched in history for their alleged dabbling in the dark arts. Among them was Gilles de Rais, a companion in arms of Joan of Arc, and the infamous Dr. John Dee, an advisor to Queen Elizabeth I. In the eyes of society, necromancy transformed from a sacred ritual to a forbidden practice, shrouded in fear and mystery. This transformation was a significant turning point, pushing necromancy further into the shadows, where it would remain for centuries to come. In the modern world, necromancy has found a different kind of immortality, in the realm of pop culture. You might be surprised to learn just how much necromancy has seeped into our everyday entertainment. From the written word to the flashing screen, necromancy has become a staple of fantasy and horror genres. In literature, necromancy has been skillfully woven into the narratives of many popular books. Authors have created captivating stories where characters wield the powers of necromancy, breathing life into the dead and commanding them to their will. These tales have served to both enchant and horrify readers, redefining our perspective of this arcane practice. The silver screen has also been no stranger to necromancy. Countless movies have featured necromancers as their villains, or even as misunderstood heroes, often portraying them as powerful and mysterious figures. These depictions have further ingrained the concept of necromancy into our collective consciousness, shaping it into something simultaneously terrifying and fascinating. Video games too have embraced necromancy with open arms. It's not uncommon to find playable characters or antagonists who are necromancers, offering players a chance to dabble in the dark arts, albeit virtually. These modern interpretations have not only brought necromancy into mainstream consciousness, but have also reshaped our understanding of it. No longer is it solely associated with dark clandestine rituals, but has become a symbol of power, mystery, and the allure of the forbidden. Today, necromancy enchants us from the pages of books and the screens of our televisions, a far cry from its ancient origins. From sacred ritual to feared practice to pop culture phenomenon, necromancy has journeyed through the ages, leaving a trail of intrigue in its wake. It's been a fascinating expedition, hasn't it? We've seen how our ancestors viewed this art as a divine ritual, a means to commune with the departed. With the unfolding of the Dark Era, necromancy was cast in a sinister light, seen as a feared practice, shrouded in superstition and dread. In recent times, necromancy has found a new home in pop culture. It's been reimagined and reinterpreted, morphing from a taboo to a tantalizing topic of interest. It's in our books, our movies, even our video games, showing us how our understanding and perception of necromancy have evolved over time. As we continue to explore the mysteries of life and death, the echoes of necromancy will continue to resonate, a testament to our ceaseless fascination with the unknown.